Yes, you Reds, welcome to the Liverpool against Sunderland match preview. In today's video, I will be going through my lineup that I would play, not my predicted lineup, because Arne Slot will not listen to what I have to say. So it's my lineup and a score prediction. And just going to run you through some things pre-match before the game starts. We are 2 hours, just about, away from kickoff, so the lineup will be out in about an hour, so we will see what's going on. But for now, let's get straight into it. Of course, Liverpool won their last game against West Ham. First time they won a game in quite a while. So we've got a bit of momentum now going into this game, which is very good, especially that we kept a clean sheet and we actually give a good performance for once. Usually, this season, I can't really think of a time where we've had a good performance. The only time is against Real Madrid and against Villa, because even at the start of the season when we was winning games, the performances weren't there. They wasn't the best, but we were still getting the job done. And then it came where we weren't performing and we wasn't getting the job done. By far, we were getting battered. But defensively, we actually looked pretty sound against West Ham. And I think part of the reason for that is due to having Joe Gomez back in. A proper right back instead of playing a midfielder in right back. So hopefully he does that again this game. So I'm just going to run you through my predicted lineup. This is what I think the lineup should be. Arne Slot will probably play something completely different. Obviously, in goal, I'm going to go with Alisson. He's our best keeper. Simple as that. Alisson is someone who's not really... You can't fault for this season at all. You can't fault his performances. There's been a few games where he's actually kept us in it. Like against Palace, where we lost 2-1. That game could have been a 4-1, a 5-1, but he kept us in it. I remember that. And there's times where we've had Marmish-Dealey, and I thought, Alisson, you get Alisson in goal there. He doesn't concede some of the goals that Marmish-Dealey's conceded. So, yeah, Alisson in goal. Easy choice, really. Right back, Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez. Nothing but Joe Gomez. He was fit enough to play on the weekend. He should be fit enough to play now. Unless Conor Bradley and Jeremy Frimpong are back, which they're not yet, but they are coming back soon. So then you can start rotating a bit more. But for now, Joe Gomez. He looked solid against West Ham. I thought when we lost 3-0 to Palace at home, that first half, he actually looked pretty decent as well. Yes, we conceded 3 goals, but I thought he was quite good. He was winning all these aerial duels. He was getting stuck in, and that's what we need. And we need him to really tuck in, right? When you have Dominic Szoboszlai or Curtis Jones at right back, they want to go up more. They want to push forward because the midfielders, they're not, they're not defenders. Whereas Joe Gomez, he's more of a centre-half. So you put him at right back, he can get up and down. Of course he can. But he's going to tuck in more, give you that defensive stability. And then it allows my left back, Milos Kerkez, who I will play, to go up more because I thought he played well against West Ham as well. Usually I would be saying to pick Robbo for this game. And I think he will, to be honest. I think he will pick Robbo just for the rotation because we have got, obviously, a game today and on the weekend. So I do think he'll go with Robbo. But I would pick Milos Kerkez. He's in good form. He actually looked good against West Ham. I feel like he's been a bit shaky this season, but he actually looked decent. And again, with Joe Gomez in there, it allows him to push forward, bomb on, and do a job up forward as well with Cody Gakpo. 2 centre-halves, Virgil van Dijk and Kanate. It's the only option, especially when you have Joe Gomez at right back. It is literally the only option. However, I did see some good news that Giovanni Leone is meant to be coming back in January, which is a lot earlier than people expected. We thought he was going to be out for the entire season because it was an ACL injury, a very serious injury. But yeah, it looks like he's coming back in January, so that is a big bonus, but still, need a centre-half in that January transfer window. Whether we'll get one, I don't actually know. But yeah, Van Dijk, Kanate. It's the only option. Either way, Van Dijk could be in there. If we had another option, Kanate would not be in there for me. No chance. Now, the 3 in midfield, it's going to be Ryan Gravenberch, Curtis Jones, and Dominic Szoboszlai. I still think McAllister's looking a bit shaky at the minute. I still don't think he's fully fit. He's fully there, ready for the season. So, but you can allow it. And Curtis Jones has actually been good this season. He's been quality this season, whether that's coming off the bench or starting some games. He's been fantastic. So I've got no problem with Curtis Jones being in there. Ryan Gravenberch, he's had good performances. He's had mediocre performances. But overall, I think he's been one of our better players this season. Always does a job. Always wanted to go forward, do something with the ball. It's the same as Curtis Jones. And then obviously our best player this season, one of the best midfielders in the Premier League right now, Dominic Szoboszlai. There's no world where he doesn't start a game of football for Liverpool at the moment. Unless he's injured, unless he's not fit, he will be starting football games and playing the full 90, as he should do, because he's earned it. So yeah, pretty simple midfield. I think we played Maka on the weekend. And you can argue you want to keep the same team, but again, you have to rotate and rest. I know we've got Leeds on the weekend, so we could rotate for that. But I still rather put Curtis Jones in, bring Maka back in for the Leeds game. Front three. Now, this is where it gets a bit different, right? A lot of things could happen here. I'm going to say three names, Arne Slot, and then I'm going to say what I think Arne Slot will play, because I think he'll play it differently. On the left-hand side, I think Cody Gakpo. I also think Arne Slot will pick Cody Gakpo, and I think he deserves it. Yes, his performances hasn't been top-notch overall, but to get a goal and an assist last weekend, you can't not play him after that. Never going to play Rio Ngamoa. Well, he's never going to start Rio Ngamoa in a Premier League game this season. I fully believe that. That will not happen. He'll come off the bench, and he'll get about 10 minutes, if that. So, yeah, Cody Gakpo in there. He needs to get some goals and assists for my dream team, please. Up front, he's going to be, right, you've got Hugo Ekitike or Alexander Isak. I would personally go with Alexander Isak. He scored on the weekend. He should play him again, right? He's got a goal now, so now you drive him forward. You give him confidence. That will give him confidence. A striker, scoring goals, you score a goal, back on form. Hopefully it gives him a bit of confidence. You can bring Ekitike in the 60th, because I know Alexander Isak still isn't, I think Arne Slot said in a press conference that he doesn't want Isak playing a full 90, and he won't, because he's still not fully fit. I can see him playing Hugo Ekitike this game. I can. And I know other people would want that as well, because Hugo Ekitike has also been in good form. But with him scoring on the weekend, Isak, I'd play him again, give him another opportunity, bring Ekitike back against Leeds, whether he scores an hat-trick or not, Isak, today. I think you still bring Hugo Ekitike in for the weekend, just to rotate and rest. So there are my two. On the right-hand side, now, of course, you got Mo Salah, who was on the bench against West Ham. Didn't come on at all. Did not even make an appearance. I still think he'll make an appearance this game, but I personally would not start him. I would go for Florian Wirtz back on that right-hand side. He looked quality. He looked absolutely quality. I think, to be fair, though, I think Dominic Szoboszlai was kind of rotating with him at first. I think for the first 20, Szoboszlai was out there on the right, Wirtz was in the middle, and then they kind of interchanged constantly. But I think it's better out there for him, because he can still do that. Come in the middle, come inside, go back out right. I think that's a good position for him for now, especially when Salah isn't performing. You can't put him back in this team at the minute. When you win a game of football without a player, you can't put him back in. You can't replace him. Florian Wirtz was man of the match that game. He was the best player on the pitch. You've got to play him. You've got to play him. And you can't drop Dominic Szoboszlai in the 10. You just can't. So he's got to play either on the left or the right. Right? I don't think he'll drop Gakpo. So he should be playing Wirtz. But I'm really scared that he's going to play Salah. Now, I love Salah. Club legend. One of my favourite players of all time. But his legs are going. Right? I'm going to say it for the first time. Ever in my life, Mo Salah has finally dropped off. That's what I truly believe that. I truly believe he's finally dropped off. Salah has never, ever had a season like this where at the start of the season, Mo Salah he's always raring to go. He's ready to go. He's ready to get stuck in, get goals, get assists. This season he's not. He never does it he does it for a bit in the latter stages, but that middle part never does anything. Usually he slows down a lot. And especially with AFCON coming up, when he loses in the final with Egypt, probably again, his confidence will go even more. And I think this is the end of the road for Mo Salah. I truly do. I don't think he's going to go and get 20 goals and 20 assists again. No chance. So it's sad, but it's the truth. He's getting older. You can't expect him to do it forever. All right. He's been brilliant at the club, but now might be the time to start. He might start becoming a bench player. I do think he'll start games of football again soon, especially when he comes back from AFCON. But especially now, he's off to AFCON soon. Get the squad ready to play without him now. And then they'll be ready when he's gone. It'll be like nothing changed. Obviously, you got Federico Chiesa, who... he's locked in Arne Slot's cupboard, mate. He's not coming out anytime soon, the poor lad. I feel bad for him. I honestly do. I'd leave Liverpool. Well, if it was me, I wouldn't, because it's my club. But for him, for the sake of his career, he should leave. He should leave. He doesn't deserve what's happening to him at the minute. He deserves much better. He's been one of our better players this season, and he's still not playing football. He's still not playing football. But I wouldn't start in this game. I'd start Florian Wirtz. But I just hope he brings him on earlier than with 10 minutes to go, because that's just poor. You don't get to see much of him. So, yeah. But that is going to be my lineup. I think Arne Slot will make a few changes. I think he'll bring Salah back in. Sadly, I do think he'll do that. But we'll have to wait and see. It is about an hour or so until the lineups come out. Anyway, so we'll have to wait and see. Scoreline-wise, I'm going to go with a 2-1 victory. to Liverpool. Now, this isn't an easy game by any stretch of the imagination. Yes, we should be beating Sunderland at home. Every game at home, you should actually expect the 3 points with Liverpool. But at the minute, it's not been like that. So that makes it hard. And also, Sunderland have been fantastic this season. And I feel like the way they play, their play style, their physicality, I feel like they are the perfect team to go and beat Liverpool. I do. I honestly do. I think they're the perfect team to do it. And it could easily happen and it wouldn't shock me. But I've got to be hopeful. We've got to hope for them 3 points. Get back in the top 4 positions. Because at the minute, that's the only thing we can go for. Top 4 or top 5. Depends if England get the coefficient spot. That's all we can hope for. We're not going to win the league. Arsenal have won the league. I hate to say it. I will be leaving the country. As soon as Arsenal lift that trophy, the moment they lift that trophy, I am leaving. I'm off on holiday, mate. I'm off on a lad's holiday and I'm leaving the country. You're not seeing me for 2 weeks until it's passed by and no one gives a fuck anymore. That's what's happening because I can't stand it. Can't deal with it. Anyway, yeah, it'll be a difficult game tonight, but hopefully we can go and get the 3 points. That is all that matters. And hopefully Arne Slot can save his job because he's still under pressure. Yeah, he got a win against West Ham, but he needed to win against West Ham. He needs to win tonight and he needs to win on the weekend. 9 points from 3 games. That's literally that's the expectation. So yeah. Anyway, boys, let me know what you boys think in the comments. I'll do a post-match reaction after the game. Might be an hour after the game or so. So yeah. Good luck to Liverpool. See you boys in a bit. Have a good one. Bye-bye.